With each stroke of Fia's fingers against my petals, my consciousness would begin to stir. Then, one day, I realized that my consciousness was now inside of a flower. The reason for that lay with me. I was the one who once turned an entire city to dust, the Witch of Murder. Unable to bear the weight of the sin I had wrought, I rid myself of all guilt. A trace of it must have remained in this flower, making me into what I am now. In other words, what I am now is the part of my heart I'd abandoned screaming out. The forgotten fragment of my own soul. Fia's hand suddenly stopped brushing against the flower. Her trembling fingers halted on a lone petal, now withered brown.
No way.
Her shaking voice made my chest ache. Fia may come across as cold, but in truth, she's just hard to read, and an ordinary girl at heart. But there was nothing I could do. Ever since the day I turned my hometown to dust, I've been unable to do anything but stand by and watch. Well, this is quite the surprise. To think there would be someone out there able to see me. Actually, I think I've heard of this before. Of a staff descended from heaven that can change bombs into power. So, you must be able to see me because you have that staff. The current me is nothing but a vestige of my old self's emotions left in this flower. Little remains of my power as the Witch of Murder, either, so I'm like a ghost of sorts. I'm also sure all the guilt weighing on me is what's making the flower wither, too. That's why I'd like to ask you, would you do me a favor and kill me? The Duke with the staff asked me to watch over Fia, saying that if I did, my wish would be granted too. It's not like I'd be able to do anything if something happened to her, but since he asked, I guess it's my ghostly duty to oblige. In order to return the flower back to normal, Fia went to a witch who was said to be able to breathe life into anything. The witch she visited, Ubera, only had a few days left at most, as her power was out of control, slowly destroying her body. Despite that, the girl kept using her power, whittling away what remained of her life, turning her life essence into light, all to keep painting a city long destroyed. Even if her actions made no sense to anyone else, we understood. Her behavior was far from irrational. If she couldn't finish that painting, she wouldn't be able to live with herself. Just like the two of us, that girl was suffocating under her own guilt. Me, Ubera, Fia, all of us bore the same pain. Unable to forgive ourselves, sacrificing our own lives is the only way we can seek to atone for what we've done. That must be why we feel so drawn to one another. Fia went to visit Ubera almost every day, gazing on at the girl as she continued to paint. I had no idea how heart-wrenching a past lay depicted in that painting, but the landscape she painted, imbued with her very own life essence, was hauntingly beautiful. The crumbling city looks like something out of a dream, but also seems familiar somehow. Even that collapsing house looks just like... Wait. I've seen this place before. It's the exact landscape I've witnessed countless times in my dreams. This is my hometown. Yubera is a survivor of the very city I destroyed. Stop. I beg you, please! The city continues to crumble. One by one, my family, my friends, everyone turns to dust. No. Stop! Wait! Everyone is... So, even ghosts can have dreams, huh? That was the day I became the Witch of Murder. I saw everyone before me turn to dust, and all I could do was stand by and watch. I've never been able to shake away that guilt. It never goes away, no matter what I do. And now, once again... Yubera had collapsed. The girl's life was about to end, with her painting left unfinished, and the sin I caused her to commit still haunting her. And yet, right now, I can't do anything to stop it. It's happening again. Even now, all I can do is watch. Yet another girl whose life I destroyed is about to die before my eyes. Why? Please, someone help! That girl and me! I beg you! Just then, Fia approached the collapsed Yubera while holding my flower in her hand. Fia's emotions flowed into the flower, and then into me. Her wish for us to save Yubera together was painfully clear. Yes, that's right. Even if I can't save her by myself, the two of us together can surely... This flower was originally meant to suppress Fia's power, but if we wish it to, the flower should be able to suppress Yubera's power too. In exchange, I'll disappear, but that's fine. That's how it should be. This time, I'm no longer stuck just watching. I have the power to save someone. As the Witch of Murder, it's an end far happier than I deserve. Our power then poured into Yubera, as if our very lives were overflowing from the flower. Its petals lost all color, and my consciousness began to fade. With this, I can finally lay everything to rest. Thank you, Fia. I wish that you may also be blessed with a happy death. Countless specks of light filled my vision, my consciousness melting to become one with them. My guilt and regret began to fade away. I was in bliss, ascending to heaven, when I suddenly heard a voice ring out.
If you're gonna die anyway, why not give your life over to me?
Good grief. Nothing ever goes the way I want, huh? But that's all right. Dying for your sake doesn't sound so bad either. And just when I thought I'd had such a beautiful death, my consciousness, which should have vanished into the ether, was still here. In fact, it was even clearer than ever. Before, the core of my consciousness was my lingering guilt that had been left in this flower, right? Then my new core must be... I see. A witch's power comes from the heart certainly does sum it up, doesn't it? I guess the Duke asked me to watch over Fia knowing this would happen, huh? He may not look very reliable, but I should have expected as much from the successor of the staff that makes bonds into power. Well, since I'm still here, I guess I'll try living just a bit longer. I don't know how long I'll be able to remain here in this form, but this is the life that girl gave me after all. This time, I won't just stand by and watch. I'll give life one more shot, just like her.